If you haven't seen those, you're not caught up. You haven't seen, any of those recent releases, especially Doctor Strange. Get out, go watch it, because this is your final warning. There's going to be spoilers in this episode. It's okay. You've also missed some weeks.
I did miss weeks.
Yeah.
I missed 8 weeks and you missed 8 months.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Framework, the last podcast about film, episode number 8. This is a real episode. We're going to jump right in. We did a YouTube exclusive, so check that out. If you're a subscriber on YouTube, you may have already seen it, but if you're not subscribed, head over to YouTube. Check that out. It's about Thor: Love and Thunder. And you might want to watch that video before listening to this whole episode, because there's a little bit of context for sort of my MCU marathon journey into the universe context. So check that out. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a few things. We're going to talk mainly, we want to talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which just came out. Mm-hmm. We also want to talk a little bit about what came before that. So we're going to talk a little bit about my marathon and Endgame, the finale of Phase 3. For most of you, if you're listening to this, would have seen Endgame. If you haven't, go watch it. And we're going to talk a little bit about Phase 4, so WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I blanked out for a second right there.
Uh-oh.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, then now, obviously, there's the Spider-Mans and Doctor Strange and Love and Thunder is coming out. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Mm-hmm. And I'm with Kevin again, which is great. So Kevin, how do you feel about this episode and reviving Framework?
Oh, it feels great. It's great having you here and talking about stuff in frames.
Warning to everybody listening to this: if you have made it here, great, but you probably don't want to listen much longer if you have not seen WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Doctor Strange Multiverse. If you haven't seen those, you're not caught up. You haven't seen, any of those recent releases, especially Doctor Strange. Get out, go watch it, because this is your final warning. There's going to be spoilers in this episode.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, from starting from Infinity War?
Yeah. So I guess the big news, really, is that aside from watching Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange, I finished the Phase 3. I finished Infinity War and Endgame. We actually watched Endgame together. And Endgame's like a long movie,
Yeah.
And because they had to recap a lot of things. Mm-hmm. They had a lot of things to recap. I think Endgame included the best and most impactful setup and payoff in the entire MCU. Do you know what it was?
Iron Man snapped his fingers.
Dude, that was one. But what about Captain America picking up the hammer?
Captain America picks up the Mjolnir.
Avengers Assemble.
And he says, Avengers Assemble.
I know. There's 2 setups and 2 payoffs. Yeah. One, in Avengers Age of Ultron, he almost picks up the hammer.
Yeah.
And 2, at the end of Age of Ultron, he says Avengers, and then it cuts.
Yeah, you were so pissed off because you...
Dude, I was so mad.
You wanted him to say Avengers Assemble.
I wanted him to say.
Yeah.
I knew that the second word started with an A.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll back to that later. So I finished those movies, and then I went on to WandaVision, and I watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I have not finished Loki yet.
Oh.
Turns out that you really didn't need to watch Loki. Like, I really got everything in Multiverse that I needed to get from watching Multiverse.
I think only watching WandaVision would
WandaVision help. Falcon doesn't even have any
impact
at all.
Yeah.
I think I think this is one of the downfalls of Doctor Strange is that you really did need to watch WandaVision, or at the very least read a summary, spoil it for yourself, and understand the idea behind the Scarlet Witch and Wanda and Vision, like their story after Endgame.
Yeah.
Like I think you really need to understand.
If you didn't watch that kind of came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I guess in last time we saw her was in Endgame.
Yeah, Wanda. Yeah, for sure. No, if you didn't watch,
Oh no, yeah, she came back in Endgame, and then she's like on everyone's good side, and then all of a sudden,
exactly. Now all of a sudden she's the Scarlet Witch, and she's like the villain version of Wanda.
Yeah, we didn't really see her struggling with Vision's death in Endgame.
No, not really. I mean, I think the reason for that is because the producers and directors and writers were trying to focus on wrapping up everybody's story. It was kind of fitting that she got her own series with Vision in WandaVision, because they didn't really focus on that. And I thought that was a criticism that I had of Infinity War and Endgame, is that, Vision dies, and it's kind of like he's got the stone. The stone has all this power. We've seen his power in Age of Ultron, and I wanted to see it again.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were waiting for that.
A lot of people, I would imagine, were, when it came out. Anyway, most surprising moments of Endgame. You saw it in the theaters when it came out. I did not.
Yeah.
The Iron Man's death scene was spoiled for me before I watched Endgame, unfortunately.
Before you watched anything, really?
Before I watched anything, I knew that he died. That's part of the reason why I think that Iron Man's my favorite character in the MCU, because he has such a wonderful character arc that ends in such a fitting way. But so does Captain America, so we'll talk about that. So that was spoiled for me. But one thing that was not spoiled, and one thing that was reinforced for me, was Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff's death.
Oh, yeah.
That was such an amazing scene between her and Hawkeye, and how initially there were going to be evil people, like bad guys, who like actually arrived at the cliff, and then together they battled the bad guys. They took that out, and it actually turned into a conflict between the two of them, which works way better because they both want to sacrifice themselves, but they both don't want the other person to die, and they both have to make it to the cliff. So that was such a wonderful scene, and I guess it makes sense that she died. I don't know, but they both have more installments. Like Hawkeye comes back for another. Is it a series or a movie?
The series. Well, he had a Christmas series last year.
He had a Christmas series?
Yeah, you didn't watch it?
No.
Oh.
And then Black Widow's
Christmas
got
special.
another movie, so I figured, okay, she's not gonna die. But then they arrived at Is it Vormir?
I think so.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, because you've already seen it, so they set that up, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know what's gonna happen.
Did you know that she was gonna die? Did you expect that?
No, I did not. Actually, I did not. That was one thing that was not spoiled for me. Captain America picking up the hammer was not spoiled for me in Endgame, which was great. Like that moment was really, really awesome.
Yeah.
And in Endgame, I didn't realize that all of those people were going to come back, like all together.
Yeah, all one big epic battle.
One big epic battle where all the Avengers and Spider-Man and
Wakandans.
Even Pepper Potts.
Well, she came
in one of the suits, right?
Yeah, but she wasn't dusted, as they say.
Dusted?
What do they call it? Yeah, they say
Blipped?
blipped. Oh, they call blipped before it was called dust.
Before it was called Dusted?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, so, I mean, I liked... Endgame was good. And it was a very fitting ending to Captain America's story as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with Captain America, but he grew old.
Yeah, and you know what, too, is they probably won't do this, but, so he went back and there was that whole dance scene with Peggy, which is lovely, and then, and then he came back old and whatever. And if they really wanted to do this,
Mm-hmm.
right? They could make a movie of everything that happens when he goes back,
Yeah. With
right?
like his journey of returning the stones
Yes, his journey of return.
and the hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Yeah.
Because in Love and Thunder,
It's back.
Jane Foster comes back holding the hammer. So
Wait,
what the fuck?
You said it was confirmed that it was Gene Foster that was holding the
If you
hammer?
go to Taika Waititi, is it Taika Waititi's Instagram or Chris Hemsworth Instagram?
I don't know. Well, let's fact check.
Check it out. It's Jane Foster. She comes back. Natalie Portman. She's holding the hammer, and she's literally Thor in this movie. It might be Chris Hemsworth.
It might be Chris Hemsworth.
Check the Instagram, I swear.
Are you making this up?
No, check it out. Check it out.
Okay. Oh,
Read it. Yeah, read that.
Well, it doesn't say, but it does look like. Oh, well, she did comment on the post, so maybe it is her.
Anyways, we'll see what
And
happens.
she's wearing Thor's suit.
She's Thor. Because Thor apparently is a title, not a name.
Is she Thor, but if in a multiverse,
I don't know, man.
in another universe.
What are they? How far are they gonna go with this whole multiverse?
Because I thought
thing?
they. Oh yeah, he tagged her. So I thought they.
I don't want to speculate too much,
I thought they broke up.
dude. I think they're gonna get married.
Chris was talking. Not Chris, but Thor. He was talking about how they broke up in the movies, right?
Right. So are they gonna
In
get back
Ragnarok.
together, or is she gonna be the main conflict? Like, are they gonna fight?
Yeah. So does he go into another universe where she's Thor somehow?
Or do they go into another universe where they get married and then stay there?
Oh, yeah, get married.
Ooh, that would be an interesting ending to Thor.
Oh, yeah.
Because he could kind of do what Captain America did, where he just goes into a universe and stays there.
Yeah.
It's like a happier universe.
Captain America?
Ooh, that's interesting, actually.
Yeah.
That's actually interesting. Okay, we'll see what happens. I don't want to speculate too much. But you should check out Doctor Strange to understand the whole multiverse thing, obviously, before you go watch Love and Thunder. But watch WandaVision before watching. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
So
Anyways.
you're going to watch Iron Man 1 first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So other things that you got to watch, that you should watch before watching Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is obviously the Doctor Strange movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then, help me fill in the gaps, but you should watch the first Doctor Strange, Infinity War, Endgame, WandaVision before you watch.
Yeah, I don't
this
think
new
you
movie.
need to watch Infinity War. I mean, they do talk about it a lot, but
Yeah, I think it's important to know that there's 14,600,000 fucking possibilities. Like, I think piece of information
well, it was why
is important for context to know that there's lots of multiverses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that one piece of information is necessary to know.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was sort of explained through, I guess not through WandaVision, but
I don't know. I think you should
Okay.
watch it because WandaVision takes place right after Endgame, so at least you got to watch Endgame.
yeah, I guess so.
And I think they should know that Vision died before going into WandaVision, because otherwise they'll, the first couple of episodes they'll
they'd be
think
like-
that Vision's alive.
Yeah. You also don't know who Wanda is if you're only seeing Doctor Strange.
So you should go back and watch Age of Ultron.
Well, Age of Ultron, but then you have to see.
No, but they
The first
recap. Don't they recap Age of Ultron at the beginning of Endgame? So it's fine to know that Wanda
No.
was bad and then she became good and then she's bad again. Because don't they have a clip of?
Yeah, you probably should watch Age of Ultron because
Yeah, you should.
she's bad in that movie. So it makes sense.
No,
like-
she's good, isn't she?
No, she's evil in the beginning.
And then you
Remember
should watch the post-credit scene of
she
Captain
made-
America Winter Soldier.
She made Hulk go crazy and destroy that city.
True. So then you should watch Captain America Winter Soldier too, because there's a
Oh,
post-credit
because
scene that's
because
important.
Wanda's in that there too.
You should just watch
With
the whole
Vision.
MCU.
Yeah, just watch them.
You should just watch the whole
Oh,
MCU.
ship.
One thing I just want to talk about is the fact that the movie got banned in countries because it features Like Doctor Strange. I'm talking about the new Doctor Strange.
Oh, like magic?
It got banned in some countries because it features a lesbian relationship. But like it literally features a lesbian relationship of America's two mothers for like 30 seconds.
Right, in a memory.
In a memory. Yeah. Like it's not even a function of the movie.
Well, it was like that in the comics.
So like, I don't know what countries are banning this, but like, fucking get over yourself. Like, who gives a shit?
Probably in the Middle East.
Yeah, probably in the Middle East. But like, I think this is a laugh out loud thing because it's like, come on, seriously? It features it for 30 seconds, and it was in the comics, and it's not even a main function. It's just like salt and pepper for the movie. The only thing that really matters there is the fact that she's having a memory and she had parents.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, I just think that's a lol kind of thing. It's like, you know, and then,
well, they have to get a VPN, NordVPN.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just it got canceled.
Canceled. Oh.
But like for the reverse reasons that Western people would cancel something.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know.
Well, it was only the governments that canceled it, right?
Yeah, the governments canceled it in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyways, yeah, so you know, we talked about what you need to know before watching. Now, should people watch this movie? Like Kevin, what did you think about the new Doctor Strange movie?
Oh, it was all right. It was all right. Sam Raimi movie.
Yes.
You can tell his style is bleeding through.
The style is bleeding through
the script and the story, I guess. Yeah, I mean it went through multiple rewrites, right?
Yeah, apparently, according to you, I didn't know this before you told me.
And yeah, multiple director changes as well. And it was delayed multiple times. It was supposed to be before Spider-Man No Way Home.
Before No Way Home, yeah. Yeah. What's interesting, it's interesting like why that matters, because literally there's almost no mention of Spider-Man. There's like a scene in the restaurant at the beginning where they talk about, like, America goes, you guys know Spider-Man or whatever, and then fucking he talks about webs coming out of his ass, and it's kind of a funny moment.
Well, she doesn't. America doesn't know.
No, America doesn't know. But like, I'm just trying to think what kind of implications that would have if you know, Spider-Man came out second.
Yeah, well, because the bit of the multiverse was introduced in Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense to me that like. It kind of makes sense to me that Spider-Man comes first, though, because now fans will know that there's a universe that could exist where people still know Spider-Man.
Yeah, and in the old movies that they loved from before, you know, with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
they can, like, that's just a different universe. They can just call that a different universe.
They could, yeah.
So then the audience's understanding of the universe is. You know, they I guess they know. Yeah.
So you said the movie's all right. You said that Sam Raimi's style's coming in. So would you recommend people watch this in theaters? Or is this a movie where you would say people just get caught up and then watch it when it comes on Disney Plus?
Is this theaters movie or Disney Plus movie? I think visually it's really nice. So I think it's really good to see on the big screen.
Yeah, I watched it in IMAX.
Oh, wow.
It was kind of like, I would say that the IMAX experience of this movie was not overstimulating, but like very stimulating.
Yeah, it's sensory overload.
Like there was a lot happening in this movie.
Yeah. There's a lot, yeah.
Did you have a favorite part of this movie? Or I had a favorite part. Or I had a favorite sequence, which I want to talk about a little bit.
Oh, my favorite part? The guy at the hot dog stand beating himself up.
The ending, the post-credit scene.
Well, it was also in the middle of the movie, right?
Yeah,
it started.
Yeah, but in the middle of the movie, he's like, "This will last for 3 weeks or whatever."
Yeah.
And then he comes to the post-credit scene, and he looks at the screen, the camera, and he goes, "Oh, it's over!" And then it cuts to black. Literally, it's the best post-credit scene that they've done to date.
Poor guy. But what's his?
And he's Sam Raimi's friend.
Yeah, I think I like the fight scene with Illuminati and Scarlet Witch.
The fight scene with Illuminati and Scarlet Witch.
What's his name? That was enjoyable because they were supposed to be really strong, right? I mean, Captain Marvel's like OP, but then Scarlet Witch just defeats her.
I like the fight scene with the octopus at the beginning. Like, I think that's really cool, and like, it's a really awesome entrance for like.
Oh, his name is Black Bolt. That's right. And Black Bolt.
It's a really awesome like entrance of Doctor Strange when he jumps over the balcony, and then he kind of goes in, and there's a lot of stuff going on in that scene, and I kind of like the octopus.
You like that scene?
The ripping out of the eyeball.
The first fight scene.
Yeah, I think visually it's kind of really good, and you're not sure. Like, you've seen the first sequence where like there's like a new multiverse, and then Doctor Strange wakes up, and then you're not sure what's going on really, and then you see normal Doctor Strange, and then America comes and they recognize each other. I think that's kind of a neat introduction to the multiverses as well. I thought it was kind of a, sorry to cut you off, but I thought it was kind of a cop out to go like, oh, well, if you're dreaming it, then that's a multiverse. I thought that was kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. I thought story-wise they could have done that a little bit better, like more creatively. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But visually, it's a great movie, and I would say watch it in the theaters.
Yeah.
But rewatch it in Disney Plus.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, is that what you're gonna do?
I think so. Maybe I'm kind of marveled out.
Oh,
like I don't think I'll watch any more Marvel until Love and Thunder comes out, which I think is July 8th, right? Or July 2nd.
You're not going to watch the series What If?
I don't know. Should I?
I don't know.
Before watching Love and Thunder, I'm kind of marveled out. Like, I don't know. Like, I've had a lot of superheroes in the past 4 months.
Yeah, that's a lot of superheroes. Man.
That's a lot of superheroes. I watched the whole series.
Superhero overload.
It can be superhero overload. You kind of just get nauseous watching everything over and over again.
And you're like, oh shit, again?
Apparently, the U.S. release for Love and Thunder is coming July 8th.
What?
So it's probably...
You looking forward to it, Cameron?
It's probably going to be the same in Canada. So... yeah, like I said, like, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm all marveled out, so it's probably going to be the next MCU movie that I see.
Yeah, I feel like it's not definitely not what it was before. During Infinity War time.
Yeah, during the Infinity Saga.
Yeah, it's definitely sort of calmed down a bit. Maybe eventually, they'll pick up again.
Well, I don't know what their plan is.
Yeah, what is their plan?
They're kind of just giving everybody a movie because they can.
Yeah.
At this point. Like, what? Like,
they're just...
Like, there's no Thanos character. It's not like they're all going to come together again. Right?
Yeah, I thought...
The Infinity Saga was all about introducing everybody.
Yeah.
And then having Avengers movies and bringing them in slowly.
What if they had the Scarlet Witch as some sort of... As, like, the Thanos character, like the ultimate villain? Because she was OP.
She was OP, but she fucking dies.
Oh, spoilers.
Well, we said multiverse. We said spoilers already. Okay. I don't know. I just think that... Okay, so she dies at the end of Multiverse, but then literally Kevin Feige can snap his fingers and say to all the writers, okay, the next movie we're just going to go back in time and we're going to go to the other multiverse and everybody's going to be alive.
Yeah.
Now, Doctor Strange did say in Endgame that there's only one where it works out.
Did
there's
she
only
die,
one
though?
multiverse where it works out. I don't know if she died because they didn't spend enough time on the climactic moment, and there's no close-up shot of her actually dying.
Yeah, there's no close-up
There's
of her
a wide
dying.
shot of the building coming down.
It's just crushing
and
her.
crushing her.
But we don't
like,
know if it crushed her because there was like a little, like it was a spark, right? There was like
she survived all these other battles, but she can't survive like an avalanche.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Like it would have
She's
been
not dead.
It would have been
There's no
interesting if like Scarlet Witch was like the final, like the there was like a huge character arc.
Yeah.
You know, and then that became like the final movie in that phase.
That would be cool. Maybe we'll see what Love and Thunder
and the
does.
Scarlet Witch was like some overlapping.
I want to go back to Love and Thunder though. Do you
Villain.
think that Love and Thunder is going to be like the main conflict is going to be between Thor and Jane? Like if they're broken up or are they going to be teaming up?
They seem
Like what kind of a
teaming
movie is this going to be? Cuz we could go back to a universe where they're not split up and they could team up.
Yeah.
And take down some villain that they've introduced. Or like they could literally be, in a bad place and like not have mutually broken up and be mad at each other and fucking,
They didn't even show what happened. Like she just kind of disappeared in Ragnarok and they said, "Oh yeah, she broke up." Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember Thor the Dark World because I fell asleep.
You fell asleep in Dark World?
The thing is, like, I don't like. I think falling asleep during the movies, I guess, one of the most disrespectful things you could do to a filmmaker. But so I don't.
Like in a theater.
In a theater, or when a filmmaker is trying to show you their movie or something like that. I would. I usually don't sleep during movies, but that movie. Well, that was on the airplane, so I guess.
Fair enough.
But that's like only one of the few movies that I slept in.
No, I mean, like, if you show me a movie at 10:30 and then we're going to like 1 o'clock, I might fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired.
Yeah. But or you could pause it and then rewind it. That's okay. But if you just like, if you slept through it and you're like, oh yeah, I watched it, then
I know what you mean. But Dark World is hard to get through.
It is a hard to get through movie. Yeah. We should live stream it.
There's probably some really important information in Dark World that you need for Love and Thunder.
Yeah, apparently it's a lot of exposition.
It is a lot of exposition. They explained literally everything about Thor and
it was a tell not show movie.
Yeah. No, I don't know what they're gonna do, but we just looked online and they said that, and it did say that Christian Bale is coming in as Gore.
Oh, Gore,
the god of whatever.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was. Well, that's what all the fans want.
So I don't know who Gore is because I'm not familiar with the comics.
He's the guy.
Gore, the god butcher.
Click on it.
The character will make his live-action debut in the MCU. Love and Thunder, portrayed by Christian Bale.
Oh, he's in Earth 616.
That's Earth.
That's the MCU Earth, right? It was official now because of in Multiverse they claimed it as 616.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's going to be the villain then.
Christian
but the
Bale.
question of how Jane fits into the equation is still like a legit question.
Do you think there's going to be love and thunder in the movie?
I don't know. Like, how could you interpret that? Like, how could you interpret that that title almost from the perspective of like the fact that
he falls in love and then
fall in
he
love,
has,
but then there's also like a problem because thunder's like loud and
is he the thunder god or the lightning god?
Well, he's the god of thunder.
Yeah.
But is he?
But is the god of love?
Dude, maybe she's the god of love.
She's the god of love.
That would be kind of cheesy.
That would be.
Don't you think?
Maybe.
Maybe she's the god of love.
Maybe Taika Waititi is the god of love.
No, Taika Waititi's Korg.
Yeah, exactly. Korg is the god of love.
Korg is the god of love.
No.
Maybe Korg.
All right, you got the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Started his revolution.
Yeah, he started his revolution.
He was handing out flyers in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That's how this movie's gonna start. He's gonna get like followers.
Oh yeah, and you got the whole Guardians of the Galaxy as well.
Jane Foster, Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, Mighty Thor.
Yeah.
So she's literally the god of love, and he's the god of thunder, and they come together and they defeat Gore.
But she's the mighty Thor.
Yeah. Dude, I'm really curious.
Like, I have to look back at the Thor movies because it's like, I thought she was just his girlfriend.
No, but apparently, according to a friend of mine, Thor is not a name, it's a title. So his name is Thor.
But it's also his name.
Odinson. His name is Odinson.
Yeah. No, he's the son of Odin.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Odin's son.
Because I thought Loki has... Because is Loki's name too?
I feel like we just have to watch the first Thor movies.
No, you gotta watch the second one.
To really pay attention to see where they're going with this. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're all superheroed out.
I know I am.
You're all marveled out.
Maybe on July 7th I'll just watch them all.
Yeah, we'll do a Marvel movie live stream.
Anything else we can add about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, we're nearing the end of it, right?
Yeah, we can't really make this episode too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie is all right. I don't think I'll do a review of the movie the way that I did the review of the Batman.
Yeah.
The movie was all right. It was like
it's all right that
there's a lot going on.
There's nothing you can really say about it.
Yeah, I mean they bring in some characters. They bring in some.
It's just kind of weird how
some X-Men characters.
Yeah,
in this universe, they all exist.
Yeah, and some other different versions of different characters like Captain Carter and.
Yeah, well, Captain Carter's she's like Captain America, but from England.
Well, she's Peggy
Carter. She's like the British Captain America.
Yeah, instead of Steve Rogers getting the super serum soldier.
So it's almost like Britain was
it.
more advanced than America in her universe.
Something like
because
that.
they got the serum first.
Well, she still knows Steve Rogers, so
that's true.
Maybe it could have just been switched up.
Fair enough.
Where she gets the serum instead.
Yeah, true. That would be like a whole weird.
Because I think it was in one of the What If episodes.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Shit, I guess I gotta watch What If.
Because Captain Carter was in one of the is in What If episodes. And then there's also Reed Richards.
Yeah, and then
Fantastic Four and
X-Men. What's his name?
Black
Xavier.
Bolt. Yeah, Professor
X.
They're all supposed to be super powerful, and then Scarlet Witch just takes them all down. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like they could have done more with Scarlet Witch.
I think they have to. I think fans are gonna watch this movie, gonna see the ending, gonna be disappointed by the ending.
Like the ending, what the,
and need more.
Her motives, I think, were pretty weak.
Her motives. Well, her motives were okay, if you look at the first 3 episodes of WandaVision.
Yeah. I think
is losing Vision really that, I don't know, that she went pretty far in WandaVision.
Yeah, but
they literally took captive
she didn't really talk about Vision in Multiverse. It was mostly about her kids that she created in a day.
She created them, yeah, but in a different universe.
No, in her own imagination world.
In the WandaVision world?
Yeah.
You mean?
Well, that's why she made her kids, right?
Right. Also,
so they're not even real in the first place.
You know what's kind of interesting?
Yeah.
If Doctor Strange has seen all of the possibilities,
well,
couldn't he have known that Wanda is the Scarlet Witch? So why did he go to her in the first place?
No, he only saw up to defeating Thanos. And also, he didn't see all the possibilities. He only saw 14 million. But yeah, no, he was only looking up to if they would defeat Thanos or not. So Scarlet Witch came afterwards.
Right. Weeks after Endgame. Okay.
Yeah. And Vision was already dead, I think, when he did the thing. No, he wasn't dead. Yeah, he was still alive.
Oh, yeah, he died at the end of Infinity War.
Yeah, he was the last stone that Thanos took, yeah. So...
And then Thanos blipped everything.
He blipped.
and people started to disappear.
He snapped his fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. I don't know. I got to watch
Yeah.
Multiverse again, I think, but I'll
Yeah.
I'll rewatch it when it comes out on Disney Plus. I won't pay for it again.
Yeah, but I would have liked to see more of Scarlet Witch, or at least
Yeah, I think I agree.
maybe a little bit, have it a little bit simplified. I don't know.
There's a video of Elizabeth Olsen saying that they were like shopping 3 different endings for Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, there's so many rewrites, right?
This one's ominous though. It's kind of like I said, there's no close up of her dying. So it's almost, you just see a wide shot of it crumbling.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, they could.
But she like gets rid of all the Darkhold books in all the universe.
So did that cause your death?
No, it's
Is that fatal?
well, no, that's so that no one can practice dark magic or whatever it's called. I don't know.
Right, but that, like, she could still come back.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Like if she got away. Right.
I don't know what. I don't know. It seems kind of weird.
It does seem kind of weird.
Movie was kind of weird. I mean, the villain was, I don't know. I guess not as. Thanos was still a better villain. But I feel like with a character that's like keeps going back and forth from bad to good, I think they could have done a lot more with that. There's a lot of potential there.
Oh right, and then there's the lady who comes in the mid-credit scene.
Oh yeah,
Who was that?
What the heck was she? Purple lady?
A portal opens up that appears to lead to the dark dimension that held Dormammu in the 2016 Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and his third eye was kind of weird.
Yeah. So who is that
Who
lady?
is that lady? The pink lady? What was her outfit? I forgot.
There's like a blue.
Oh, it was blue. The new female character asking Strange for help.
So they're going to team up.
She was asking Strange for help?
Yeah, she wasn't challenging him. I realized that too afterwards.
I thought she was just inviting him over to her house for cookies.
Come over, I have cookies.
Come on, cookies. Come to the dark side.
What is this?
Oh, maybe dark.
What the fuck?
What the frick is that? Maybe Doctor Strange joins the dark side.
I would not like to see that.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch was initially supposed to be a villain.
Well, he's a villain in a lot of other multiverses, in all other universes.
Yeah. Well, maybe I think they'll have a movie, like they'll maintain the integrity of Doctor Strange, but like they'll have a movie where he's a villain.
Yeah. I don't think he's set up to be a villain though. The setup is not really there. That's why it'll be a little strange if he became the villain.
Clea. Royalty in the dark dimension. Serves at the behest of Dormammu.
Do we know what the dark?
So she could be bad, but she's like trying to trick Doctor Strange to
she's
come into the dark
to
dimension.
join the dark side.
This is gonna be interesting. That could be a movie like about Clea, or it could be another Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah, probably be another Doctor Strange movie though.
Probably, it's more sellable.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's it. I mean, we don't have to talk too much about it, but we who knows?
Yeah, we could keep this a short episode.
Keep this a shorter episode. So thanks for watching, and check us out next time when we talk about
Batman.
Yeah. And how Walking Phoenix could actually come into the Batman series as Joker.
I don't know. No, but there was a different Joker. It was that kid.
No, but Joaquin Phoenix would be better.
Flying Phoenix.
Yeah, because I don't know about that kid.
Yeah, who was that kid?
I don't know.
He was in that movie, The Fantastic Beasts.
And Where to Find Them?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he'd be okay. Well, we'll see. I don't know. And for now, you can reach us at rcepodcast@gmail.com. We are also on Facebook and Instagram. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, or if you even want to be on the show, please send us an email, as we'd love to hear from you. We might read emails on the show. We might have you as a guest. Who knows? If you participate or work or engage with the film, television, media, and audio industries, let us know. We might have you on the show. So once again, thanks for listening.
Mhm.
Kevin, before we go, do you have any TV or movie recommendations?
Nope.
Neither do I. Go watch Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.